What's up guys, my name is Nori and welcome back to my channel. So today we're still in the first week of June, which still can't believe it. What the heck. So I decided, because since June is like mid-year and I have to start getting on the videos of like halfway, the worst, the best, I want to do the mid-year book freakout tag too. So I decided to just look around my shelf and see what I didn't like or what is needed. So if you can tell by the title of this video, it is a book unhaul, y'all. Like my space is getting super tight and I plan on getting a lot of books on Book Outlet, and your girl's gotta make space because my buying habits and my collecting are not really on the same page. So I'm working on it, y'all. I'm working on it. Quick disclaimer, if this is your favorite book or if you love this book, I'm sorry to get rid of it, but there's no space in my bookshelf and I want to keep buying books that excite me or books that are already rated 5 stars but I still haven't bought. So yeah, we're gonna jump right in. The first 2 books that I have here have become quite a buzz this year, and I read them years ago because I used to be on Wattpad, if you couldn't get that hint. And I'm talking about After by Anna Todd, the Wattpad sensation. I remember when Wattpad used to be an actual thing, and yeah, those stories are crazy. I think that's why a lot of people just love Wattpad, because it's just candy for book readers. Free stories, and there's so much drama going on in there. There is tea in Wattpad. So I read these 2 books. I was going to keep After because it really did teach me, you know, I know it's gonna sound weird, but it did teach me the signs of seeing a problematic relationship. And this was one of the first books that I was like, I realized that, oh, this is not good. And I wanted to keep it, but then you see these books? They are chunky as heck. Next book that I have, I probably picked up on Book Outlet a while ago and I just never picked it up, and it is Vampire Beach 1 by Alex Duvall. Y'all, I know. It literally, what is this dude's name? Okay, so Jason moves to, I believe it's California. And he goes to a party because he's a new guy. The next day, this girl ends up dead with bite marks on her skin. So I believe that the girl that he's already crushing on is a vampire. So this is a whole entire series. It's not too long, but like, I'm not going to read this at all. The next book, it is a huge disappointment because I really wanted to like this book, and you're gonna see this book again on one of the videos of this month, and it is The Proposal by Jasmine Guillory. I thought that I was going to love this book, but it turns out that I don't at all. I think I had 2 problems with this book. One of them is the writing style. It really isn't for me. I just thought that the characters were like one-dimensional, and it was just more like conversation style. And I'm more interested in one of the main characters and his sibling than the actual romance book. So that's never a good sign. And then another thing that bothered me is she introduced, well, she didn't really introduce the characters. The 2 best friends, they were just having a casual conversation. I wasn't really into it. And then we jump, I believe we were in Carlos' perspective, and he kind of introduces us to the characters, but the way that he said it, I was just like, really? Okay, here, it's here. I looked it up, y'all. The tea. It says blah blah blah. One of the friends' phone buzzed. Dana, right? She was a black one who looked like the model. Courtney was a Korean one with pink lipstick on. Really? Really? So you're telling me that you couldn't have described them a different way? Like, you're a writer and you could have just come up with all these different things to introduce the character, or have you know, Carlos interact with the characters a little bit more to see if, you know, the best friends actually like them. But no, it had to be the black one and the Korean one. Like, first of all, how do you even know if she's Korean if you don't ask? So it was just, I was like, that did not sit well with me, and I tried to continue it, and yeah, I got like I want to say about like 30%, and I DNF'd it. I think I'm gonna try The Wedding Day because I heard a lot of people like that book, and I'm a huge romance lover, but if the writing style is not good, I'm not gonna push through the book. Like, it's automatic DNF. Alright, the next book that I am going to get rid of, it is The Milkman by Anna Burns. Okay, y'all, shameless confession. I only picked this book up because it is absolutely gorgeous. Like, come on now, look at it. It is just beautiful from front to back. It has this gorgeous, like, ombre look to it. Even the spine. I just love the way that this looked in my shelves. And I don't feel bad because it was at Goodwill and it was for $1. So I didn't really waste, I think it was less than $1, but I didn't really waste a lot of money on it. It's a brand new book. Like, whoever donated this to Goodwill probably did the same thing as me. But yeah, I believe this is a historical fiction with some romance elements to it. I read the back of it. I thought, I was like, oh, that's really nice. I think I'll pick it up. And I never picked it up. So, bye. Alright, the next book, it is Just One Touch by Maya Banks. Now, I read Rush by Maya Banks years ago, and I really liked it. It was like my introduction. Well, actually, the first book that I picked up after I got introduced to like smut romance, and I picked this up. It was on Book Outlet. I think it's still on Book Outlet, and I picked this up because I really liked her writing. I liked her romance scenes, and yeah, I got part of it. And there's one thing that you should know about me, is that if the book is like, I don't mind people cursing around me. Like, sometimes it slips. I'm human, whatever. But when a book is like, has curse words, a couple of curse words, in every single page, and all the main character do is like just cursing up a storm, I think that takes away from my enjoyment, and I DNF'd this book because it was just too much for me. And yeah. Now, next book, I hate to get rid of graphic novels because graphic novels tend to be kind of expensive. So I hate getting rid of graphic novels. But this is Who is AC by Hope Larson. If you haven't watched my wrap up for May, please go do so you can hear me talk about this book. But I don't know what happened in this book. I couldn't tell you. All I know is that this girl is on a flight. She broke her phone. She finds out that her phone has some superpower, and whenever she activates it, she becomes a superhero. And it's just that plot line. I don't know none of the characters' name. I don't remember nothing from the story, and I hate to get rid of it, but I am expanding my manga and graphic novel collection as of I want to say like mid last year. So I've been buying them frequently, especially my manga, and yeah, gotta get rid of it. Alright, the next book, it is part of a series, but I only own one book, and it is Forever by Maggie Stiefvater. I believe the first one is called Shiver. It's a blue cover. It is really pretty, and I remember me being in high school reading this and enjoying it, but I only have one book out of the whole entire series, and even though it is beautiful, because I love when books do this, the actual writing itself, it is red. So this whole entire book is red, and I freaking love when books do that. But I am not going to buy two copies, well, two other books in the series that are hardback, and the money that I waste on that, I probably can get a box set. So this is just sitting around doing nothing on my shelf. And my red, pink, orange shelf is kind of full, so bye. Another book that I have here, which I absolutely adore the movie. Like, every single person that I talk to, I always recommend the movie because I want to see their reactions. And I'm talking about The Lovely Bones by Alice Sebold. Besides this book being absolutely gorgeous, if you couldn't tell, I have this thing with ombre. I freaking love pretty covers. But yeah, this is more of like mystery thriller. And you know I'm not about this life. So when I saw this book, I was like, wow, you know what? I freaking love the movie. So maybe I will just pick up the book. And it's been sitting here because I haven't read it yet. So I've come to terms with I'm okay with just watching the movie and not reading the book. And somebody will probably enjoy this cover and really like the story too. So, bye. Alright, next one that we are going to be talking about, it is a poetry collection, and it is Adolescence by Gabby Hanna. I believe, yeah, she's a booktuber, and she was really big on Vine back in the day, and I decided to pick this poetry book up. This book talks about adulting, and I was like, I got it a couple years ago, so it was, by the time I was like 21, 22, I was like, oh, okay. Let's pick it up. And I freaking love the blue, the shade of blue that is. I don't have books in this shade of blue, and I'm, again, if you haven't tell, I'm really big on visuals and colors and art, so I am a sucker for a good cover. And I read it and it was alright. Like, I think I gave it 2 stars. It's just, this feels like recycled Tumblr poetry. And I know that sounds harsh, but it just, the first time I read it, I was like, Alright, the next book that I have, it is Pretty Little Liars by Sarah Shepard. I remember when the series came out as a TV series, and I was so freaking hooked. Like, I couldn't even, I was like, I need to watch this all the freaking time. And then after a couple seasons, I was like, oh my god, really? Like, how long does it take to find out? Hey, y'all, I can't deal with this. So I stopped watching the series. And I remember reading this book, I believe, when I was in high school as well. And I really liked it. And then, yeah, after I quit watching the TV series, I decided to not even bother buying all the other books. And now I have this book. And now I don't know what to do with it. So, it is going away. Alright, y'all. That is the end of this June Unhaul. Thank you guys so much for watching. Please like, comment down, and subscribe if you actually, you know, take a good look at your shelves and if you like to unhaul stuff, or you really attached to your books and you don't even like to unhaul them. Comment down below. I want to know. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I will see you next time.